Hi guys, it's Sophie. So I just wanted to make a quick currently reading video and show you another little mini haul. I think this is what I'm probably going to do going forward, will be currently reading videos with the books I've bought in the last few days, couple of weeks before that video. I quite like the way that goes, but maybe I'll do larger hauls from time to time, but I quite like the little chats, I think they're fun. So at the moment I'm working my way through Walden by Henry David Thoreau. This is a memoir about his time living in sort of complete isolation from the rest of humanity, having built himself a cabin in the woods. I spoke about this in my Christmas haul as one that I was particularly interested in. It's interesting so far, if a little bit different to how I was expecting it to be. It's quite philosophical and it's a little bit preachy, but I don't mind that so much. It reads to me a little bit like Virgil's Eclogues and Georgics did, in that it's sort of putting out this lifestyle and not only telling you why it's good for you, but telling you how to do it as well. So it is interesting, but it's probably not the quickest read that I'm going through, just because it is something I like to take in a bit of smaller doses. It might be something I even read a chapter a week or so, rather than trying to read it in one go, just because it is a little bit different to what I'm used to and it doesn't flow all that well for me. So Walden's the only thing I'm reading at the moment. I just finished Young Skins by Colin Barrett, which is a short story collection, and quite enjoyed that one. Might pick up another one of my contemporaries alongside Walden this week, which would be either The First Bad Man by Miranda July, or potentially 41 Manifesto, the Fox Vixen thing. I can't remember what it's called. It's the one I spoke about in my Christmas haul, the sort of short odd stories, but I don't know whether I'll pick that one up or not. More likely, I think, to be The First Bad Man. And then I went to Waterstones today just to have a little bit of a browse, and I had some money off on a card, so I thought I would spend those today. And I got two sort of very similar ones that are both non-fiction. The first one I got was Hiroshima by John Hersey, and I believe he's a journalist and he's writing about Hiroshima, but telling the story of 4 individuals who survived Hiroshima, which just sounds really interesting to me. I've not really read all that much about Hiroshima, though I have watched a few documentaries, so hopefully this one will be interesting, and it's certainly something different for me. They are both pieces really short, and I don't know if they're articles or books in their own right, I don't know, but I'm really interested to see what this one offers. And they're Penguin specials, which I haven't heard of before either, so kind of similar to the ATP Classics, I think, giving me a little bit of a dive into this particular kind of writing. And then this one is kind of linked. This is Gods of Metal by Schlosser, and this is about a break-in in a sort of weapons facility, a sort of very high security weapons facility in the States, which I think holds a nuclear warhead. So they're both sort of linked to one another in that way, but this one I believe happened a fair bit after Hiroshima. But similarly, this one I do know that this one was published in the New Yorker and was expanded afterwards to make this little book. So really interested to get into those, and I think in sort of connection to one another it should be interesting to read and see from both sides. I also think the covers are really clever and go together really nicely, and they're only $1.99 each, so if you're interested then go and find these ones. And then the next one I got, I read The Secret History recently and thought I should really read some more Donna Tartt because of how much I enjoyed it, so I got The Little Friend by Donna Tartt. I sort of ummed and ahed about whether to get the Goldfinch or to get The Little Friend, but this edition matches my copy of The Secret History, so I thought that would be nice to start with, and I can always get the Goldfinch at some other time. I think they're all in that white edition, but we'll see if I can get it in the black with the silver font, because I really like those. So this is apparently some sort of Southern Gothic. A young boy, I think a 9-year-old boy, is found hanged in the garden of his family home, and his sister and her friend, who are I think 12, try to find out what's happened to him and try and find this murderer, and they end up in this really, really screwed up situation. So it sounds really interesting, and I did really enjoy her writing last time, so I am really excited to get into this one. If I don't start the First Bad Man, then I will probably start this one next. So I hope you've all had a good weekend, and I will speak to you probably next weekend, so have a lovely week. Alright, bye bye.